Hi there, everyone. So I'm just going to do a quick demonstration, a little bit of a lesson on how you can use Microsoft PowerPoint and just the different features that it has and what you can do with it in order to create a presentation for any kind of project or schoolwork that you're doing. So we're just going to go ahead and open up Microsoft PowerPoint, and it's going to bring you to this screen. This is basically your introduction screen, and it gives you all of your templates and designs that you can kind of start off with. If you see in the beginning, it gives you a blank presentation right up here where you kind of start fresh and you can just do whatever you want. But then you also have all these different theme options where you can select any one of these themes, as it says your Madison and Atlas and Gallery. And these themes are a basic slide design that gives you matching colors, fonts, special effects, reflections, and all those fun type of things. And you can see there's quite a few that you could go into. So if I had to pick one of these, I would open it up and it gives you a pre-arranged slide already, and then it gives you the color scheme, and it already gives you a way to start typing and adding any text you want to do. But for our sake, we're just going to exit back out of this. We don't want to save it. We'll just open it up again. We're going to start with a blank presentation. So from here you can do a bunch of different things. It kind of gives you an outlined, predetermined text box already where you can add your title over here and your subtitle. They've already given you a little bit of a head start in terms of the font over here for your title would be bigger than your font here for your subtitle. And you can adjust that and change that as well for yourself. To start, I'm just going to show you from here what you could, so different features that you could do. So right now in the left corner here you see that there is one slide so far. That's what this number 1 up here means. If you wanted to add more slides, because most presentations don't just have one slide, so you're going to go up to the top over here into your bar section, and it could either be here or over here depending on what computer and interface you're using. But you're going to go to Insert, and you're going to click on New Slide. And there's our second slide. Very easy. And then you can see this first slide was pre-designed to be a title slide, and the next slide is kind of your first information slide. And so they have your text box here where all your information is going to go, and the title up there again where you could put in whatever title you wanted, and then the information goes over here, and it just gives you bullet points already set to go, and you can change those things as well. So that's how we add a new slide to your presentation. We want to make sure we don't lose our presentation. So in order to save it, very easy, you go to back to your home tab over here. You can go File, and all we go is you say Save As, and it's going to give you your presentation title. So you can type in whatever you want. And then you want to make sure you pick a section of your computer where you can actually save it in and that you'll remember where it is. And you go ahead and hit save, but I'm just going to hit cancel because I don't need to save this. In order to add text, so the slides come pre-arranged as you see, so literally all you need to do is just click and there's your cursor, and you can already start typing whatever you want. If you want to change the size of the text box, you go to the corner here, you just click and drag, and you can have your smaller text box, and you can move that text box anywhere you want on the slide based on what design you want. So that's a little bit open to interpretation for yourself. And then of course, every time you move something and change it, you type in your information, and it's good to always save after you've done anything new to your presentation, that you don't lose anything. So that's how you text. Now if you want to format your text in the sense that you want to change the way it looks, you want to add some features, you want to highlight it or whatnot, so we'll go over here, and I'm going to just put title over here because that's where your title section is going to be. Very easy. All you want to do is you highlight that. And then if you look up here in your bar over here, there's a bunch of different options. The B here, you hit that, it's going to bolden your letters. You hit I, it's going to put them in italics. You hit U, it's going to put an underline under the title. You can do all three or a combination of the three. And right above it is your font types. And you can just go through all these, and there's a ton, but you can pick whichever one. I'm going to go Comic Sans, and it gives you a little bit of creativity to your title. Right beside that is where you have your font size. You can either use the A's, the bigger one, or the smaller one right beside the number. If you just click the bigger one, it increases it upwards. If you hit the smaller one, it decreases it downwards. Or if you know the exact font size you want, you go ahead and hit this arrow, and you can pick the number for what your font size is that you want. So there's the biggest, or you can go right to the tiniest. And obviously you want your title to be a bit bigger than the text that you have in information, so it stands out, that it draws attention to what you're talking about. And if you wanted to change the color, as you see right now, it's just plain black. So again, you can highlight it. I just hit Command A there, but you could also just click. You can also just click and drag, and hit the arrow over here to change a theme color. So right now it's black. You can change it to any color you really desire to put it in. And you can do that with that. If you don't like any of these colors, you go over here and hit more colors, and it kind of gives you a color spectrum. Oh, that doesn't work. There you go. Gives you your color spectrum that you can do kind of any combination of colors, picking what you want. If the colors there, the basic colors are not enough for you. Okay, from now we can go to a little bit more effects if you want. Oh no, before we do that, there's also something, because if you change the color of the title and you say, you know what, I kind of want a white title on a background color, you can change this to a white theme and you can fill it. And then now you have a background color with a different title color. So I'm just gonna Command and go back on what I did there. So again, you take your title, you can highlight it, and over here where it says shape fill, you can hit the arrow, and again you can pick the color you want. So if I just want to have a black background, oh, my text is gone there. I highlight my text again, make sure it's highlighted, and I change this to a white text on a black background, and then it adds a little bit more creativity to it if you want to. And then you can also take the title and you can go over up here and you can center the title, move it anywhere you desire in terms of what kind of effect you want to have, but that gives you a lot of options. And you can do the same thing with your text information. If you wanted to put your information here, and then you wanted to fill it with a black background again and put it into white information, you can do that as well. And you can also change the entire slide background. Say if I go up here and I want to choose my slide backgrounds, you go to Format. So from here, Format, Slide Backgrounds, and then you have a bunch of options here. You can either fill it with a gradient, so picking kind of the type that you want, or if you have a picture, you can go Picture, Texture Fill, kind of that idea. If you don't like it, you could reset it. If you do like it, you can apply it to all, and you can see my second slide over here switched. So if I do it again, if you look over here, the top left corner, I hit apply to all, and it changes all your slides to the background that you have here. If you want to add your own picture that you've saved up over here, you just hit on the picture, and oh no, that's not what you want to do. We go here, insert picture from file. You click on the file, and then it's going to take you to your computer, and then you basically just need to go where you've saved your pictures. So for me, if I want to go into any kind of picture I want, I would go into my computer, find my pictures wherever it may be in my photos, and then my photos over here, and then I would insert my photo into the picture. So if I wanted to do that, I'd save a picture to anywhere in my files. I'd find that picture, and then I would insert it to make my background that picture, like that. And you can go online, you can save those pictures to your computer, come here to format the background. And again, if I were to remove the background and I wanted to add more slides, again, if I go here, insert, new slide, new slide, new slide, let's just say I have 5 slides, and then I go back to home, I go to format, slide background, I pick whatever I want. Let's say that I like that. And you can see on the side here, it's only applied it to one, but then I hit apply to all, and all my slides now have the same background. All right. That's just a basic overview of PowerPoint in terms of presentations, just how to format and edit your PowerPoint, how to add text, how to save it, how to edit your text in terms of making it look more creative, and how to format the background in order to make it look a bit more professional. Again, this is very beginner level, but it will get you off on the right foot in order to make the most professional and creative and eye-popping presentation that you can have. Thanks everyone for watching, and have a great day.